So are you able to see my screen?
For sure, I can see your screen very well.
Okay, good. Okay, hi everyone. So once more, good evening or good morning from wherever you're joining from. But I believe from the countries so listed, we are all probably in the same time zone. I really want to welcome you guys to this event titled Fast Track Your Career in the Field of AI and Data Analytics. Okay, my goal for this career is to help you gain a job in the field of AI and data analytics in 2024. Okay, I believe probably most of you on this call have probably taken one of these parts before. So, while we were students, we went to the university and we had our degree. We're so hopeful that as soon as we get done with our degree, we should be able to leave from point C to point F. But unfortunately, based on what we have realized, a lot of students, graduates, and degree holders, they spend so much time to transition from point C to F. We have realized that a lot of us, we transition from C to D. So what does that mean? After our degree, we instead become underemployed, or we either don't have a job, or we see ourselves involved in unskilled jobs. Some of us can still go back to school, try to get additional degrees. That is the unpleasant reality journeys of most of us today. Okay. Now, this is really, really painful, but I just want to let you know that your degree is not enough. It's not sufficient for you to land a job in today's competitive job market. The job market is very, very competitive. And you think if you just present your degree and you're going to get the job, sorry, guys, I don't think so. Okay, that is painful, but that is the truth. I do understand most of you joining this call today, or when you saw the flyer, maybe because you have been having so many job rejections, or maybe there are not even job opportunities in your career path. I do understand it is not really your fault. I would say our our university programs did not really prepare us for what we should expect after we get done with those degrees. So normally I think that it's not like, yeah, I think that you do deserve some support, and that is the reason why I'm here today, to give you the support. I still believe that with the right care and the right guardians, you can still live your dream life. That life that when you were maybe at secondary school or maybe doing your degree, the life you were dreaming of, I still believe you can achieve that. Now, I'm hoping that if you're on this call, you belong to these three profiles. So first of all, I expect you to have had a university degree, or you are about to have a university degree. It doesn't matter. Even if your university degree is not related to AI or data analytics, but you do have that eager and that passion in the field of AI and data analytics, yes, you are in the right place. Or you do have a university degree which is related to AI and data analytics, but for some reason you're still struggling to get a job. And what you need right now is just some polishing up in order to land a job. And maybe also you're a professional. Being a professional, maybe you're not satisfied with what you are doing, or for some reason you want to do a career switch, which means you probably want to upskill yourself and land a job in the field of AI and data analytics. So if you belong to these three profiles, you're highly welcome. Now, based on some of the questions I received, okay, I do understand maybe you guys have different expectations, but I want to make my expectations clear. What are the goals of this event? My goal for this event is to take you from your current state. So I already mentioned the target profiles I'm looking at, is to take you from that current state. And I show you in simple steps how you can leave that current state to earning a high-paying job in AI and data analytics. I repeat, my goal for this event is to show you how I can help you to transition from your current state, and I show you the very simple steps in order to transition and you gain a job in the field of AI and data analytics. That is important. What I'm giving you today is the methodology. That is what is important, the methodology, so that you can transition and gain a job in the field of AI and data analytics. So I do believe that the vehicle that I'm going to present to you in this event should help you to do that, should help you to transition. You might not even need my help. You might not even need the help of a professional, or maybe you might need some support. But the goal is what I'm going to present to you can help you transition. Okay, but before we move ahead, yeah, I believe some of you might already know me, but if you don't know me, I'm called Ivo Kubam, and I'm a Cameroonian, and I currently reside in Belgium. I'm the founder of Graffiland, and I have so many years of experience in the field of AI and data analytics. My life is not only about AI and data analytics. I also love reading. Recently, I'm investing so much money and time in reading. I'm athletic as well, so I play football. Anything that has to do with me being mobile, I do that as well. Swimming, before moving to Belgium, I never knew how to swim, but when I moved to Belgium, something I love and passion, I started learning how to swim. Now, the fact that I'm in Belgium and the continent is so interconnected, that has enabled me to travel a lot, and I really, really love traveling. I'm going to take some time and explain you my journey. This is very, very important because I really want some of you to relate to my journey. Now, in 2010, I earned my bachelor's degree in biochemistry. I repeat that, in 2010, I earned my bachelor's degree in biochemistry, a degree I totally hated. That means I just had that degree just because I had to finish my bachelor's degree. So when I left the university, if you're in Cameroon, if you're a Cameroonian, you understand, or basically if you're from Africa, you understand that there are very few job opportunities. So I got into teaching, and I was teaching mathematics and physics. Teaching is something I love doing. I love giving out knowledge. So it was something I was enjoying doing, but the salary was not enough. If you can imagine, after, let's say, spending 20 or 1 month of giving your service, you earn a salary of about 100 euros per month. This is not per day. We're talking about 100 euros per month. Okay. Before I left the university, I had nothing to do with computer. I was not in love with computer or anything dealing with AI and data analytics. But fortunately for me, I got some training in Microsoft Word, Excel, and Microsoft Access Database. Now, when I got that training, then I saw a lot of opportunities around my communities. I realized that a lot of small and medium-sized enterprises were suffering from data management. So with that in mind, I got involved with database design and database development. That was self-learning on my own. With that knowledge, I was being able to earn roughly around 300 euros a month, or maybe I'll just go and I have a client and I'll be able to earn that amount. Now, that was freelancing. So around 2016, I decided to live from freelancing, and I started up my first company called Seed Enterprises. So with Seed Enterprises, I was able to land my first big contract. That contract was from an Italian from the CEOs of those companies were from Italy, and they own a hospital in southwest region of Cameroon, one of the best hospitals in Cameroon. So what I want you to take away from this, from maybe like 6 years of my life, was that before that contract, I never had any degree in AI or data analytics. What I had was, I just had the skills, and those guys, what they were looking for were my skills. So that is something very, very important I want you to take home today. Okay, due to crisis, so after 2 years of operating that company, and due to the Anglophone crisis, if you're from Cameroon, you understand this, I decided to move abroad to study statistics. Now, when I moved to Belgium, me coming to Belgium, I thought maybe it's going to be a bed of roses, but that wasn't the case. The fact that I was a self-sponsored student, it wasn't really, really easy for me. Okay, if you're studying in Europe or in maybe I don't know much about the USA, but I think generally in Europe, you will understand what it means. So I got involved with doing unskilled jobs. So I was washing plates, I was cleaning, I was working at factories, I was doing all sorts of unskilled jobs in order to survive. Life was so stressful for me. Okay. Then again, the fact that I left a little bit of comfort life and I came to a place where, language barrier, it made it difficult for me to be able to gain a professional job. So I suffer from unemployment as well. Then talk less of isolation. Now, But there was a light at the end of the tunnel for me. So when I moved to Belgium, fortunately for me, my elder brother was already in Belgium. And when I came to Belgium, he was already working. So when I checked, he was already a data scientist. And also when I looked around and I were, sometimes I asked my peers or some other friends that I had, you already have 2, 3, 4 master's degrees. What are you doing? Why is it difficult for you to get a job? So it was kind of like, a little bit confusing to me. But when I really asked my elder brother, what was the secret? He told me that, Ivo, you need to understand that the job market is very, very competitive. You need to understand the needs of the market. It is not about your degree. Understand the needs of the market. Align your studies to meet up with the job market. Okay. Then he also advised me, your degree is not enough. Work on personal projects and maybe on team projects. Then additionally, understand that a lot of people are earning that same degree you're pursuing. So try to distinguish yourself. Maybe take international certificates, try to distinguish yourself in the job market. Then he also advised me that, having those degrees, doing those projects is not enough. You need to be out there to sell yourself. So be visible on professional platforms such as LinkedIn. So early on, I took this advice and I implemented them. And that is why, you see, I am very proud of my achievement and my transformation. Before I moved, when I was doing my studies in University of Hassel, people would tell you that you cannot land a job in Europe or in Belgium, or someone cannot sponsor you in Belgium if you don't have a European degree. But before I even got done with my degree, I already landed a job. And that job, I used my degree back from Cameroon. That is also something I want to mention today. Now, when I got my degree, things have really changed for me. I've consulted with big companies such as Pfizer, the Brussels Airport. And even while I was a student, I was a Microsoft ambassador. Now, with also the advice I got from my elder brother, by the time as I speak right now, I have earned roughly about 10 international industry certifications. That means internationally recognized ones. I've worked on over several projects, personal ones as well. Then, due to the fact that I now have the financial means and the liberty, I've been able to travel to over 7 EU countries, and I'm still counting. Now, please, I'm not telling you my background to brag about my life or to brag about my achievements or my transformation. The reason why I'm telling you this is because I know some of you are currently in the situation I was before. And I really want to encourage you that if I was able to do it, then you can do it as well. And I believe there are other stories as well that you might have heard of. So this is just it's just an encouragement, and you should pick the most important points. Okay. I think maybe for my career so far, you must have seen that there are certain false beliefs that you probably have right now that I really want to crack down on. The first one is a lot of people think you need to maybe complete or do maybe another degree in order to get a job in the field of AI and data analytics. Personally, that is not true. If you are part of the WhatsApp group, I released a video and I said, you don't need to earn an additional degree in the field of AI and data analytics. My advice for you is, if you already have a degree, pick up short trainings, get the minimum skills and land your first job. When you start the job, you will learn you will learn while on the job. I think also most of you are thinking that there are no job opportunities in your field of studies. Yes, I will agree that certain degrees don't really have opportunities as compared to others. But that's not the point. Even if your degree is not having opportunities, what you need to do is just gain some additional skills and pursue other opportunities in other areas. Okay, maybe we also have, I believe we have it from Cameroon, and they're thinking that, oh, I need to travel to maybe to Europe or to the USA or to Canada before I can land my dream job. First of all, I totally agree that yes, in Europe, in USA, in Canada, there are more job opportunities. But even while in Cameroon, you can start earning a very good salary. I bet you, some of you on this call can agree with me that there are guys in Africa earning more than enough than us in Europe. Sometimes I ask myself, what am I doing in this Europe? Because I do have friends in Africa, back in Cameroon, that are earning more than I do. So please, if you're still in Cameroon, please learn the skills and start looking for job opportunities while you're still there. Okay. Normally when I'm someone, I'm so open. If I do have something, I tell people, and these are my friendly secrets to you. Secret number one, it's not about your degree, okay? A lot of employment stakeholders today, they don't care about your degree. Degree is something that is, how can I put it? It's like it's expected for you to have. So if you go for a job interview and you're bragging about your degree, please, you're wasting your time. I've never gone for any interview and someone has ever asked me about my degree, which course did you study or whatsoever. That is not a competitive advantage. So it's not about your degree. Secret number two, anyone can master the skills of AI and data analytics. This thing is not magic. I do agree that there are certain skills that are technical, and that is why recently, I think maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, I made a post on LinkedIn and I showed you that there are some job opportunities that are non-technical in the field of AI and data analytics. So start small, start learning the basic skills and land your first job. If you want to go technical, yes, you can learn those advanced skills. But if not, you can still do non-technical jobs in the field of AI and data analytics. And the last one, I think my post, if please make sure you're on LinkedIn and you listen to my post tomorrow, or you read my post tomorrow. Some of you think that the job opportunities are on LinkedIn. Truth be told, just about 20% of jobs are posted on LinkedIn. The rest 80% are navigated through informal networks. I think so you agree with me. I also see Capel on the call. You agree with me that internally at your company, they do have these internal referral programs where if there's an opening, they will first of all ask the employees there, do you know someone that can fill up this role? And if there's a yes, that job will never go live. So I'm just telling you the truth. Most jobs or policy jobs are found in TMs and not on LinkedIn. Okay, now, as I mentioned before, I do believe that what I'm going to present to you will help you to transition from your current state to earning a high degree in AI and data analytics. At this time, I just want to find out if you guys are so excited to know what I have to deliver to you guys. Even though I can't see you, I just want to find out. Please just react with a thumbs up if you are so excited with what I want to present.
Hello, Ivo. Thank you very much. I'm enjoying myself, especially with the success story and your journey so far, and how you put together the points you have for our audience today. So, yeah, just to get your feedback on how you feel, or if you're excited to hear what's coming forth. I've just opened the poll on the chat. You can just reply, or you could just react and let us know how you feel, how you're feeling about the presentation so far. Are you excited for what's next? Thank you.
Okay, while they answer the poll, I will move ahead. Okay, we don't have time to waste.
Yeah, perfect.
So, please, guys, this is my life. This is my 10 years of experience. I've interviewed a lot of other experienced professionals in the field of AI and data analytics. I've decided what I've done for over 1 year now is to squeeze my experience into 6 phases, which I believe that if you master it and you implement these 6 phases meticulously, you should be able to ace any job in the field of AI and data analytics. I strongly believe so. Okay, so this is the time for you to take out your pen and pieces of paper and jot down notes, because I'm going to give you the tip. I'm going to give you how I am doing it in order to land my opportunities. Okay, but before I do, I just want to explain to you how I discover this framework. So the name of that framework I just presented to you is called the Education to Professional Employment Framework. And, you know, I started identifying this problem of long waiting time. I see a lot of graduates with intelligent guys, and they struggle to transition to professional life. It was really disturbing to me. So I decided to say, okay, if I was able to do it, and I've seen other professionals do it, then it's possible for us to put down a methodology that anyone can, you know, repeat that methodology, and definitely have the same results. So that's just a hypothesis. It's a theory. And if you're a scientist, you know, okay, when you have a theory, you cannot just pour out as a fact. So I decided to carry out an experiment. So sometime mid this year, I sent out a survey to assess this hypothesis. This survey came back with some interesting facts. So from the responses, I was able to hear from others what are the challenges and what are the solutions they are hoping to have. So with that in mind, I experimented with over 29 students. So for the past 1 year, I've been working with roughly about 29 students, and we have experimented the possible solutions to these challenges. So with my findings and with my own personal experience, I decided to organize the insights from the experiments into a well-structured, sequential, step-by-step process, which I call the Education to Professional Employment Framework. And that is what I'm going to show you. So in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you in simple 6 steps, how you can land your dream job in the field of AI and analytics. So like I mentioned, please, this is the time for you to take down your notes. Step number 1, very, very important, career coaching. I cannot overemphasize on this. A lot of you think that career coaching is when the crowd is moving towards a particular field of studies because they are succeeding, you just jump into it, and that's your own way of doing career coaching. I'm assuming that some of you joined this call because, okay, you have heard that AI and data analytics is paying. Truly, there are job opportunities in the field, but there are so many profiles or career paths that you can follow in the field of AI and data analytics. So it's not about you just following the crowd. So avoid this. What am I recommending? Number 1, talk to a professional coach. Talk to someone with with industry experience. This is very, very important. The field is changing. If you understand the IT world, there can be a technology today and tomorrow that technology disappears. So you need someone that has industry professional, that is an industry professional and has so much experience that can tell you beforehand that, okay, if you invest your time in learning this tool, then you are sure to guarantee a job in 5 or 10 years. Now, I expect an industry professional to help you and come up with a strategy and a plan of action. What do I mean by that? The field is so broad, the number of skills you can learn, it's so vast. You cannot learn everything. So we expect that they should understand your background, your previous experience, your previous skills and everything, and say these are the minimum skills you need to learn. That is what I expect if you are to reach out to a career coach. 2, most people just focus on skill development, and that is what other institutions are doing. That is what our brothers and sisters are all doing. They'll just tell you, I'm doing a training in this, training in that. But like I mentioned, start with your career coach to understand if that thing is a good fit for you. So most of us are doing this right now, and it's something I encourage. So you just go online, you go to Coursera, you go to YouTube, you go to LinkedIn, and you start learning the skills on your own. It's a good approach. But if you are a beginner in the field of AI and data analytics, I don't recommend that approach for you. This approach is good for example, I already know what I want. I can go online and just add an extra skill. But if you're a beginner, this is what I recommend. Learn from an industry professional. The key is focus on practicality, not on theory. And that is what the university is doing. In the university, we focus on theory. But in real world, people don't care. Employers don't care. What they want is, do you have the skills? If I put a problem in front of you, can you give me a solution? That is what they focus on. And that insight can be given to you by an industry professional. So get your training from experienced industry professionals. I also mentioned that if you look at my career, I've really earned certifications. Those certifications, yes, they will not give you the jobs, but they'll give you a competitive advantage. Take, for example, if I tell you I can program in Python, let's say we have 2 candidates and they all say they can program in Python, but one person can already show that they do have an internationally recognized certificate. That already is a competitive advantage. Okay, so I really, really encourage you to have these industry certifications. Also, if you decide that you want to get involved into AI and data analytics, maybe in the healthcare, there are tools in healthcare that are specific. So you need to learn those tools. Because when you attend interviews, first question they will ask you, do you know how to use this tool? Do you know how to use Power BI? Can you program in SQL? Can you program in Python? Those are the things they will ask you. They will not ask you, do you know the formula how to calculate mean? Those are not the things they will ever ask you. Okay. One thing I've realized is that people that get into the field of AI and data analytics, they lack real world experience, which is very normal. If you are fresh out of school, you don't really have the experience. And the unfortunate thing is, even the entry-level jobs are very, very competitive. They will tell you no experience is required, but you see even experienced guys who come and like apply for those same jobs. So how do you gain real-world experience? I would say, first of all, avoid internships that don't make sense. Some of you go for internships and you become people that transfer coffee from one desk to another. That is no internship. What do I propose? You can start by gaining real-world experience by identifying real business problems. You want to work on projects that as soon as you have a solution, you are in high demand, okay? So when you identify those business problems or you identify trending topics, you can independently or collectively solve those problems. Then I cannot ever overemphasize on this. Publish your findings. Very, very important. There is no need for you to solve a problem and you keep the results in your laptop. Publish your findings on LinkedIn and any other professional network. Now, this is something also very, very important. A lot of people, I see a lot of intelligent guys who cannot sell themselves. Sometimes we think that marketing and selling is meant for the professional marketing and sales agents. No. As an individual, you need to learn how to market yourself, which in that case is to build a professional brand. When someone calls your name, what comes to their mind? If maybe you have been following me on LinkedIn, anytime you see me on LinkedIn, I guess you can already assume what this guy is going to talk about. So that's what I'm talking. Try to build your professional network, build that professional brand, share network, share content, okay? It's not about just going and you're liking and you're reposting. Also contribute, create content and build your network. You're going to need that network. Currently, I'm working with guys that I've never ever met physically. We just met online, but we are already transacting business online. I met them on LinkedIn. And whenever there are job opportunities, they come to my DM and they tell me, Ivo, there is a job opportunity for you. These are guys that we have never met, but we met online on LinkedIn. So build your professional network. Number 5. So phase number 5. Now, a lot of you, I mentioned this already, you're waiting that there will be a job post on LinkedIn. I keep using LinkedIn just because I'm familiar with LinkedIn, but I've just generalized to all, let's say, professional platforms, okay? A lot of you are waiting that, okay, there's going to be a job post on LinkedIn and you apply. I already explained that just about 20% of jobs are placed online. And the unfortunate news is that more than 99% of graduates, that's their method of applying for jobs. So just 20, then 99 people are going there. That is not a strategy. If you already did what I explained in phase 3 and phase 4, you can already reach out to employment stakeholders. Okay, here's my report. This is something I've done. Maybe it might be of interest to your company. Okay, this is how you're supposed to think of how to market yourself or reach out to employers. In the next, I think in maybe like 2 or 3 days to come, or a few weeks, I will show you how to do a personal sales letter. Rather than waiting to modify, to pay for someone to do your CV or whatever, you can already have what is called a sales letter. I'm going to emphasize on that in a few weeks. Yes, there are still a lot of traditional and conventional employment stakeholders. Make sure you tailor your CV and your resume to meet the job, like to meet the job profile. Then also polish for interview skills. There are some common interview questions that you must learn how to answer them. That is very, very important. So you practice and also get ready. Now, so this is what I expect you to do. Most of you currently, you're maybe like candidate 1 where you go and you show your CV. Sir, I do have these skills. I've gained this experience. I do have 3 master's degree. This is what I'm capable of doing. Change that approach. What I want you to do is you should be candidate 2. tell them that, okay, I worked on the project, this is my report, and based on that project, I came up with a methodology or a framework which I believe that if I apply that methodology to your company, it's going to help you solve a problem. That is the approach you want to use. Okay. Now, I expect that if you follow those 5 phases, you should be able to land a job. Now, a lot of you guys, you're thinking that as soon as you land your job, I know most of you will disappear. We will never see you on LinkedIn again. We will never hear about you. But as soon as you So are you able to get me? So
I lost you for a bit. But I can get you now.
Okay,
I can
great.
get you, yeah.
So I was saying that make sure you join a professional community. As soon as you get your job, even when you land your first job, you will still face challenges and you need people to help you. So keep building your professional network. Join a community where if you have issues at work and you request for help, there are guys that will be able to help you immediately. And like I mentioned, if you belong to a community and there are job opportunities, they will definitely tell you first. So this is very, very important. Don't disappear as soon as you have your first job. Belong to a professional community. Okay. Now, so just in brief, for me to summarize, the framework which I'm proposing to you is, number 1, career coaching and counseling. Very, very important. Seek that from an industry professional. Step 2, after you have identified the skills that you need to learn from an industry professional. Don't be that person that you think you can drive. You want to drive your car. You want to be, I can drive myself. When you learn from an industry professional, you learn very, very fast. Work integrated learning. It's not a must that you must go work in an office before you gain experience. You can sit at home and you gain working experience. I've explained already. Professional branding. Professional brand is so important on LinkedIn. It's not about going and posting about, I just completed a certification in this. That is not professional branding. Professional branding is create content that is valuable to your network, that is valuable to the people around you. Job placement, I also mentioned that you are prepared for the common interview questions, but also be proactive the way you apply for jobs. You can create your own job opportunities. And lastly, join a professional community. This is very, very important. Okay. Okay, I think by now, so you have to send them another poll about how they feel, or maybe we'll just continue.
We'll just continue after this part, after the success stories. We'll have like a 1-minute break. I'll send a poll, then we'll continue.
Okay. Now, I mentioned that for the past 1 year, I've been experimenting. People come and they go. I was just experimenting. It was like a free trial just to test which strategy or which methodology works for which student. I wasn't hoping for this, but I do have some success stories from those that actually took our programs. Nelson is someone I met when I went for training in Ghent, for those of you that are in Belgium. And when I told them about this program, that we are willing to help people, to empower them in the skill of AI and data analytics, Nelson took that advantage. He called me and immediately he took the program. In less than no time, Nelson already has certifications in cloud computing, data fundamentals, and Power BI. While Nelson was doing that, he was a process engineer in his company. So it's not as if he had to stop his job in order to come training. No. While he was doing that, he was taking the training with us. And as soon as he got done, he went and presented his certifications and his experience that he has gained so far to his company. And as we speak right now, Nelson is now a Power BI consultant. This is someone with no prior analytical knowledge. So when I say it is possible, this is a very good example. Now, Nikita Nelly. Yeah, Nikita Nelly, she's based in the USA and she's my girlfriend. So when she moved to the USA, she had no prior experience. When she moved to the USA, she was a sales girl in one of the supermarkets in the USA. I think you guys know about the Scrum Master thing. So when she moved to the USA, it was a boom, Scrum Master. So she got involved. She took just 6 weeks of training, but that wasn't enough. After that 6 weeks of training, we spent some time again and we leveraged a lot of online resources. I helped, we worked together, came up with a CV, did some trainings, did some interview on preparations. And as we speak, Digital Nelly is a Scrum Master for over 2 years now. So these are examples of me telling you there is really no need for you to go do an additional degree to learn a job. It's all about gaining the skills. You already have some of the skills. You don't need to go to university to gain the skills. Some of the skills you already possess them. Okay. I know I've really given you guys a lot, but I just want to, as quietly, you answer this to yourself. And I think there's also going to be a poll. So maybe Sorry can also put the poll.
Yes, indeed, Ivo, the pool is available in the chat. Guys, please, what we ask, what we want to know from you is, do you believe you can learn a high-paying professional AI or data analytic job? That's what we want to find out from you. So far, after all what you've heard, do you believe you can learn an AI or data analytic job? Please let us know what you think. Reply. You could reply on the poll. Some people are finding it difficult to use the poll, probably. So just write what you think on the chat. Let's know what you're thinking. Thank you.
Okay.
We'll do this for like a minute, then we'll continue.
But I think they should be able to access, hopefully they should be able to access the pool because I need the data from there. Yeah. So maybe try to navigate them to access the pool. But even if you cannot answer it, I just want you to, based on what I've explained, based on the stories I've explained, maybe based on my own personal story, do you really believe you can land a job in the field of AI and data analytics? It starts from you, because if you don't believe, there is no way I can help you. And also, do you think you can learn those skills as well? I explained to you that I started with biochemistry, and I did not go to any university, but I was already providing services in data analytics back in Cameroon. Also, do you think that you can attract the high-paying jobs in the field of AI and data analytics? Every time, at least averagely once or twice a week, I'll receive invites from my inbox telling me there are some job opportunities for you. Do you believe you can also attract those things to your DM? And it is almost, next year is not that far. My question for you is, do you believe that you can start living your dream life? Do you want to work from home? Do you want to be on holidays and you get holiday paid? Those are things that I really want to know, because if you don't believe, there is no way I can help you.
Great. Thank you, Ivo. So to respond to this poll, you just need to go to the chat section in your Teams app. When you click on chat, you're going to see the poll is open. Just click on it and provide your responses. But so far, Ivo, I'm looking at the result, and some majority say yes, they can. They believe they can land an AI data analytic job in 2024. And somebody has maybe really do not know why someone is doubting, but
I think it's but normal, okay?
yeah.
And I hope that by the time we complete this event, you should be able to strongly believe that you can land a job in the field of AI and data analytics. Okay.
Spot on, Ivo. That's the plan. So
yeah.
I think we have a couple of responses in, which are good. So you can continue, Ivo. Thank you.
Okay, thanks. Now, if you do believe that you can land a job in the field of AI and data analytics, I do have a gift for you. This is my end of year gift for you, okay? So what I just explained, the framework I just explained, I've taken my time, my precious time, and I've written out a document that is roughly about 20 pages. That explains step by step what you need to do in order to ace the job in the field of AI and data analytics. What I'm giving you is a secret. What I'm giving you is a methodology. I'm not giving you a specific training. Yes, in that framework, there are some trainings that you definitely have to do. But what I'm giving you is the secret. I'm giving the juice. It's like I'm not selling you the goat and holding the rope. I'm giving you everything, which means that if you master that framework, which is free for you to download. I'm going to send the link. You should be able to ace your jobs in the field of AI and data analytics. Now, there are two ways of implementing this framework. One, you decide to do it on your own, or two, you decide to seek help from industry professionals. It is possible to do it on your own, but word of caution, I'm not discouraging you, but understand that it took me roughly like 10 years to be able to implement certain steps. So it might also take you that long, or maybe less. The fact that I'm going to give you the framework is no guarantee that you should be able to do it in 3 months. Now, if you do it on your own, understand that this process requires you to be determined, resilient. You must have a very high level of concentration and very effective time management skills. And that is some of the things I realized, that people that come to me, they lack certain of these skills. They need guardians, especially as they begin their journey in the field of AI and data analytics. But some of you already on the call already have some of the skills, which I believe you just need a little bit of guidance, so you can do it on your own. Now, also, if you do it on your own, you might miss from the inside of industry professionals. For example, if you are part of my, let's say my community or my tribe, okay, definitely when I'm teaching you, I give you other tips that you will definitely not get from the framework. There is no way I can put my whole brain into that framework, but I've tried my best in order to put as much information into that framework. Now, if you decide to come to us for help in order to help you implement the framework, I do have an offer for you. Okay, this is what I want to offer for you. So including the framework, which is free for everyone to download. Yes, I do have an offer for you. So can you meet the person with talking?
Yeah, it's done. It's all right. I need to. I think it's a couple of guys here. I don't know. Sorry for that.
My name complete, name and surname.
Can we go back?
Yeah, it's all right now.
Okay. So if you decide to accept this offer from us, what you're going to receive is you're going to receive career advice from me or from one of our industry professionals. And you're also we have an AI tool that we use for career counseling. We'll help you with the strategy and plan that will help you to identify the skills that you need to learn, the minimum skills that you need to learn, and which career path is good for you based on your degree that you already have and some of the skills you have gained. You are going to receive training from us. So I'm going to show you the team of guys that are involved. You're going to receive training from us. Also, will help you to gain some work experience. Like I mentioned, even though they will say they don't need work experience, sometimes indirectly they will need work experience. So we're going to help you to gain work experience. Professional branding, we're going to help you, provide you with a coach that will help you to brand your LinkedIn profile. A lot of you have come to me already. I've already pinpointed some of the things you are doing wrong on LinkedIn. So we're going to help you to polish your LinkedIn profile. Then also we'll help you to job interview preparation. The field of AI and data analytics is a technical field. So sometimes they might require you to do some little assignments. So in those kind of scenarios, you have our team that will help you to prepare for those interviews preparations. Then also the fact that we are all working, you definitely receive recommendation from us. If, for example, in my company, they say they need someone, obviously, I will not go that far. I want to recommend someone in my network. So that is something we can guarantee you. And also you join a vibrant community, a community where as soon as you have issues, you should have someone to tend to. Remember, when you're joining a new field, you obviously face issues and you need that comfort zone such that if something is wrong at work, you can obviously call someone and say, I need this help. Can you help me with this thing? So those are the things that you gain if you accept our offer. Now, this offer comes at a price. Okay, what I'm going to present to you in the next few slides is the value of this package. Take note, I'm talking about my 10 years of experience. I'm talking about the huge experience from the other team. So service number one, career coaching. Career coaching starts at the value of about 1,000 euros. Okay, that is what you're going to gain. That is the amount that our career coaching, that's the value that you receive from our career coaching. Now, what are the benefits? I already mentioned that you receive the best career advice from industry professionals who will help you come up with a career path that in less than in 3 months or 4 months, hopefully you can land a job in the field of AI and data analytics. Help you with a training and strategy plan. Very, very important. Now, the next thing we also offer is skill development. Our skill development, depending on your career path, can range from a value of about 1,500 to around 7,900. Okay, based on the path you're going to choose. What are the benefits if you decide to take that service? We're going to help you with training in weeks and not years. You don't need to go back to do an additional degree. Also, you will learn from industry professionals, and we'll give you all the necessary skills, and also you stand a chance of earning industry certifications. Very, very important. Now, this is just a handful of the programs we do offer. So we have career paths such as data analysis. You could do business analysis, machine learning, operation engineer, or agile project management. Now, there are some guys that come to me and they already have a degree in AI and data analytics, but I do understand that you might be lacking certain skills. So you can pick just a specific course such as cloud computing, Python programming, database and SQL, Power BI, just to name a few. We do offer quite a lot. Now, this is just a handful of the guys that are going to offer you the trainings. You can see our list of trainers is a very rich list of industry professionals, very, very experienced. We are not talking about guys that just went, we're talking about guys with master's degrees. Okay, these are people with educational background, with a theoretical background, well equipped to pour you knowledge, both from the theoretical aspect and focus on the practical aspects as well. Okay, our training methods, everything is online. We also try to schedule the lessons so that it matches the programs of the students. All lessons are recorded. So even if maybe for some reason you are going to miss a lesson, you can obviously watch the lessons as many times as possible. Our programs are all instructor-led. It's not something that you will just come and you are watching a video and you might even sleep. No. You have the opportunity to stop someone and ask your questions. And our examples are based on your background. Very, very important. Our trainings are group, or if for some reason you like VIP service, we can obviously give you a private session. Now, the next thing is the work integrated learning. So we can help you to gain the work experience, and it stands at the value of about 2,000 euros. What do you stand to benefit? I've already explained. You will gain the experience from home. You still keep your current job. I do understand that some of you are working, so you keep your current job while you gain experience. You collaborate with others on our projects, and the fact that we are a company and we do receive AI and data analytics requests from other companies, you stand the chance of getting involved in those projects. Okay, why? Then you also gain your experience. And some of those projects, if normally they are paid, obviously you get paid while gaining experience. Professional branding, I mentioned this already. You need to polish yourself. You need to outsmart your candidates on LinkedIn profile. Okay, so our professional branding stands at the value of about 2,000 euros. Now, what are the benefits? You have a career, a brand coach that will help you to polish your LinkedIn profile, to be you a brand strategy, and make you look professional on LinkedIn. Job placement, very, very important as well. We will not just train you, give you the experience, or professionalize you. We'll help you to ace those job opportunities. So it also stands at the value of about 2,000 euros. Like I mentioned before, help you with job interviews, tailor your CVs, give you letter of recommendations, internal recommendations as well. And you stand a chance of, if you have, for example, 10 opportunities, you should be able to ace at least 8 opportunities so that you can make a choice. Now, our professional community stands at the value of roughly 1,000 euros. And what are the benefits? So you stand a chance to bond with like-minded peers. So you have our network, you have me, you have other experienced guys that will help you, that in case you have any issues, you can always come to us and ask your questions. Then also have continuous learning. We do organize internal free trainings. okay, webinars to equip our the members of our network. Then also open opportunities. It doesn't mean that you land your first job. Normally, you might be excited that you're earning more, but after 1 year, you realize that that money you're earning is very, very small and you want more. So you need to stay open to opportunities. So put everything together. If you want to get everything from us, this is what you are expected. This is the expected value. I know some of you are asking, okay, what does this mean? So this means this is an investment for you. My question is, if you are looking at earning a job that is roughly around, let's say at the end of the year, you earn 60,000, or depending on where you are in the USA, you can earn like 120,000 euros a year. Is this amount worth investing? That is an internal question I'm asking you. And I think also saw there is a poll now in the chat section.
Yes, there is a pool. So our objective for this pool is just to know if this package is something you think you can pay for, based on what Ivo just said. So let's assume you're going to land a job which will earn you 120k euros or dollars, or let's say above 60k dollars or euros per year. Will you live? Is this package something you could pay for? That's what we want to know from you. So as usual, I'm the pools guy. So if you just go to the chat, just check out the pools, just provide your answers. Very simple, yes or no, so that we know what you think.
Okay, I hope they do have access to that pool. And also maybe internally, you have answered the question in your mind, okay?
Yeah, but some
now,
responses are coming in. So just sorry, I have 5 responses. So some people, yeah, so it's splitted. Some people say, yes, I want this package and I'm ready to pay this value, right? And others are like, oh yeah, I love it, but it's high. So I just thought I should let you know.
Okay, thanks for that. I was
Yeah.
expecting that as well, right? So I do understand. That's why I'm asking you, is the package worth it? Okay, if you think it's an investment, if you think it's an expense, then it's not going to worth it's not going to worth what you're expecting. But if you look this as an investment, take note. If you look at my career, I've earned those 10 certifications. Imagine how much did that cost me? Those certifications are not. Each of those certifications at the cheapest is around 100 euros. Take into consideration your degree or the time you have to go spend. That is how you look. You look into the worth of something. Now, I do understand that the amount is quite high, and the fact that you have shown interest by, first of all, registering for this event, you have shown interest and you've been there with me throughout, I don't know, for almost 45 minutes, me explaining everything. That is already something that I want. You're already showing me that you have the zeal, you want to learn, okay? And I'm ready to give you a discount, okay? So if you want to take the journey with me, this is the amount this is what is going to cost you in order to receive that package from us. Again, for career coaching, we are bringing it as low as 99 euros. For the skill development, depending on the career path you're going to choose, you can maybe take just a single course that will cost you 299 euros, or maybe take a whole full package, a whole career path that might cost you about 1,500. So it's going to depend on your previous background. Then the other things such as work integrated learning, professional branding, and job placement stands at 399. Then joining our community is 99 euros a year. So these services are independent. So you might just come for career coaching, you might just come for work integrated learning, but I recommend if it's your first time in the field of AI and data analytics, I'm recommending that you take the full package. Look at this as an investment. This is an investment for you. If you are able to put this down, then in 3 to 4 months, you're already earning maybe like 4,000 or 5,000 or 6,000, depending on your location. Is this thing worth it? So I'm calling upon you now to sign up for this. because our space, the spaces are limited. So what do? We offer 3 cohorts every year, which is roughly 3 to 4 months. And we only work with 10 clients per cohort. I emphasize on this. We can only work with 10 clients per cohort. As soon as we get the 10 clients, we shut down the cohort. We want to provide quality service. We want to guarantee you your success. We want that if you invest that money with us, you trust us and you do your part, we are going to do our part in such that you will gain the job in less than no time. So our first cohort starts in January 2024. So please, guys, this is the time for you to take this opportunity and register. So sign up by scanning the QR code on the screen. So I don't know if you have the link to the form. Maybe you can put it in the chat as well.
Sorry, I was speaking with my mic off. So I was saying, if you check in the chat, you'll see the link to directly sign up for the career coaching. So if you're interested, you could just, that's the first step, sign up for this career coaching and fill in the questions, answer the questions, and we'll get back to you.
Yeah. So like I mentioned, the services are independent. Maybe what you just need is to come get your career coaching. If you like, you can go do your training somewhere else. That is still fine. But I recommend that if you really want to gain the job in 3 to 4 months, please take the full package. Now, I still do have the fact that you guys are on this call with me. I still have an additional bonus. So this is something very, very important. If you're listening to me, carefully, what I'm giving you is a methodology. So that means I'm giving you the secret that if you master that methodology, you're going to use that methodology for the rest of your career. So if you decide to go to another career path, you can use that same methodology and you still ace your jobs. Now, in the field of AI and data analytics, there are skills that are selling. There are things that are selling. There are career paths that are selling. Okay, and we have organized another event coming up on Wednesday, December 20th at 8 p.m. So roughly the same time as this meeting. That will focus on the skills. We are going to tell you the skills that as soon as you gain those skills, you become hotcake in the market. That is what you want. Please, it's not about learning everything. You need to be smart the way you play this game. I see a lot of people, you are just learning everything. You are learning A, Z, B, Z. Sometimes I ask myself, what is your strategy? What are you trying to do? Learn from the guys learn from people that are already ahead of you in the game. So on Wednesday, 20th December, Victor Kubam, who is my elder brother, he has been my mentor from day number 1. This is someone I respect so much. He's always ahead of the game and he's working in one of the biggest companies in Belgium. These are the guys that are signing the biggest contracts. So he's one of the people that speak to employment stakeholders and they know what he knows, what these guys they need. So I really pleaded with him. So he's coming on that Wednesday to tell us some of the skills that as soon as you apply them or you learn them, you stand a chance to gain a job in the field of AI and data analytics. And as I mentioned, this event is 50 euros. The registration fee for this event is 50 euros. And what I've decided to do, my team and I, we have decided to do is, if you sign up for this event, you are going to receive free career coaching from us. So instead of paying 99 euros, you are going to receive free career coaching from us. I really want you guys to succeed. I really want to see people get into the field of AI and data analytics, but it comes at the cost. And we are trying as much as possible to make everything affordable for everyone. So please, guys, again, sign up for this other event coming up on Wednesday, December 20th, with just a fee of 50 euros, and you're going to receive free career coaching from us.
Yes, Ivo, thank you. And just to say, there is the sign up link in the chat already for this upcoming event on the 20th of December. So you can check it out. register.
Okay. So thank you, guys. I know what I'm giving you is quite overwhelming, okay? But I'm hoping that you want to start your year with a positive note. I believe that if you sign up for this, you can land the jobs in the field of AI and data analytics. I know what I'm talking about, okay? You have seen success stories. There are other guys that I'm hoping that by the end of this year that went through the training with us, they are going to land the jobs. They are already receiving interviews, and I'm guiding them already throughout that interviews. So please, you have to be the next. So sign up for this training. Even if you just want, the worst thing you can do is sign up and get your career coaching to know at least if it's something you can do or not. Like I mentioned, don't go waste your time thinking that you can outsmart everyone and you're trying to learn all the skills. Play this game smart. It's not about you playing hard. Play it smart. I've committed the errors, so has committed the errors. Don't commit the same errors. Come learn from us. It's very, very important. Okay. So I think now we are open for questions. If you do have any questions, guys, this is the time for you to ask your questions. Maybe, so I don't know how you intend to do it, but they can freely unmute themselves or they can put their questions in the chat.
Exactly. So whatever you choose, you can do. So I will take the questions, or you could raise up your hand, open your mic, and ask a question. Or if you're very fast at typing, you could just type it in the chat, and we are here for you.
My question is, you know, the last event with your brother, with Victor, and you said to sign up, you have to sign up with, is it with 50 euros, and it includes mentoring. Is that mentoring all through the way to you get your job, or is that basically just mentoring like into your job? Because obviously anyone that gets into a new job now, you obviously find difficulties and you can come back to like obviously ask how to go about it. So does that follow up through then? So
okay. Yeah, Yannick, that is a very, very good question. So first of all, I just want to clarify that I think what you're asking belongs to the other service called joining our community. So if you went through the framework, I explained that as soon as you land your first job, try to join our community. Okay. When you join the community, when you have issues like that at work, I know you face issues. Even at this level, I face issues and I seek help. Sometimes I call Victor and I ask those kind of things. So the amount we're asking you, it's for career coaching. So let's say, for example, you don't know what you want to do, which skills you need to focus on. Those are the things will help you to figure out. So you first of all will answer some survey questions. We're going to use our AI tool to provide you with career options that you can follow. We'll identify the skills gap based on the career path you should follow and already provide you with strategy and plan. So that is the first part of the training. That's the first part. That's what we are going to offer you. So that event will just list the skills. Victor has come to tell us that, okay, guys, for 2024 and in the future, these are the skills or job roles that are selling in the market.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is what I don't know if I answer your questions. If you need further help, like let's say for example you already have a job, then I suggest you take the last service, which is belonging to our community, where you can ask your questions at any time, and then we can help you.
Okay. Yeah.
That was a nice one, Yannick. Thank you. So Ivo, another question just came in from Gwendolyn. So Gwendolyn is asking, what are the possibilities of linking data analytics with digital marketing with you guys? So from the question, I think Gwendolyn is into digital marketing.
Okay,
nice.
Gwendolyn, that is a very good question. And I think so before just this event, right, I'm reading a book about marketing. I'm someone that I'm so curious. So I'm reading a book about sales and marketing. And now sales and marketing is about data. okay, you must understand how to interpret data. And if you are able to already match your data analysis skills with your digital marketing, then you'll be one of the best marketers in your job. And I think Siva is on this call. I don't know Siva is also an expert in marketing and sales. Siva, can you help answer that question for me, please?
Yeah. Thank you, Ivo, and thanks, Gwendolyn, for the question. The trend now in marketing, sales is everything about data. Now, leads come in, you have to actually be able to analyze those leads, where they came from, and how you can push on with them. So there's no way now you can do marketing without being involved in AI. I've seen Ivo teaching here about Power BI. We're doing Power BI, but I never knew this is also part of something which is very, very important in data analytics. So you will get the basics from them, and then you will implement it in your own field. So all works together. That's the whole thing. Thank you, Ivo.
Okay, thank you, Siva, for your expert knowledge on that.
Okay, guys. So I just want to add something to Gwendolyn's question. And the last part, Gwendolyn is asking with you guys. So what Gwendolyn actually wants to know is how we can help. I don't know if it's how Gwendolyn is interested on how our platform can combine data analytics and digital marketing. And that's what just to pick up from what Siva said, Power BI is a very powerful business intelligence tool, which we do offer training on that. And the training we offer on Power BI is really robust. It's really, we give you everything you need to become a professional and smart and efficient Power BI expert. So, and Power BI is a tool which most digital marketers or people into marketing really use to crunch their data. So that's how we can help you, Gwendolyn. Yeah. Okay, Ivo.
Okay. And also, I think so you can agree. Yeah, my internet kind of is unstable, but I just want to say, so you can agree that Power BI is one of our most demanded courses.
Yes, indeed, yeah.
Yeah.
And okay. To be honest, I've not seen any. 95.78% of jobs now which have anything to do with data always wish or require you have a skill in Power BI. Yeah?
Okay, I think we have another question too. Someone is asking, is it possible to pay for the full package in installments in 2 or 3? Yes. So normally I do understand it. I'm someone that I grew up in, I studied in Belgium. We understand the challenges. Okay. So normally the package, we don't expect a one-time payment. It's all about agreement. So we do accept installment payments.
Yes, we do. But we don't accept payment in kind, do we? Okay.
Okay. I think David is asking the next one. David says, I think I missed it, but I would like to gain the difference between skill development and training and work integrated learning. So for the skill development is we actually, like, for example, let's focus on the Power BI because it's a common one. So we'll teach you how to use a Power BI tool, focusing on you earning the international certification. Even while you are training you, yes, okay, I'm the one giving that training. I just need to come out straight. So when I'm training you, I help you give you examples. So if, for example, if I know Gwendolyn has a marketing background, I already tell you, I give you examples around that area. We do have our website. We get data from our website. I show you how I'm using the data. When you guys visit my website, I get the data from you guys and how I interpret that data. So when I know your background, I help you with my examples are focused around your background. But now, when you need to put something on your CV that you have actually done a project. So for example, we recently opened a job post about we needed interns for marketing and sales. So that is an opportunity where you actually work on a project. You say, okay, this is a project we worked on. This is a business problem we are solving, or this is something around something. Okay, we work in a team and you're going to publish your results. So it's a little bit different. Take, for example, at school or at university, you do your training at university, right? And you go for an internship. So that's how we do the differentiation. Training, yes, it's still practical, but we work on projects. Also take note, even while you're searching for your jobs, we encourage you keep on working on projects. We need you to be active. So you keep on working on projects. We look at topics. We can even contact companies and say, okay, we do have some students that want to work on something. And if they have data, we get the data, we start analyzing. So that's what we do.
Okay. So there's another question here. Thank you.
Yeah.
So Fidelcia is asking, you mentioned fields of AI and data analytics. Are they different fields separately or they work together? I think let me just jump on this, then you add. So Fidelcia, I think there's a very thin line between data analytics and AI. And I just want to say you should not get confused with field and rules. So in data analytics, in data and AI, you have different rules. You could be a data analyst, you could be a data engineer, you could be a data scientist, you could be, there's so many things you could be when it comes to data and AI. So, but artificial AI, that's artificial intelligence, needs data to become artificial, right? To be what they say it is. So I think that's why they put it together to say data and AI. So because you need data to really perform artificial intelligence. So there's a very thin line between it. So that's why the field is data and AI and data analysis. So I hope that's clear for you. Ivo, if you have something to add.
No, but I think that was good, right? Because to avoid the confusion, we all deal with data. AI is data.
Yeah.
Data analytics is data. So they just bring the two. It's a field together. But like rightly as you mentioned, there are several rules. And there are even, for me, interestingly, there are more non-technical roles that are paying now almost equivalent, like even the technical roles. So if you're on this call and you don't have a technical degree, my recommendation for you is focus on the non-technical skills, on the non-technical roles.
And that's true. If I remember we had this discussion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember we had this discussion and we're like, people like us, because I'm really technical. I was like, we had this discussion and we did this comparison. I was like, people like us are really technical. If you look at it critically, the people who are non-technical earn more than how much we earn. Yeah, because I don't know why it is like that, but it is like that.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate news, because the thing is, when you're doing a non-technical role, it really relies on your soft skills, right? How you can, leadership skills, and with leadership skills, you now go top management, and top management, these are the guys that really call the shots. So, but the thing is, you need to understand the technical guys. So if you want to do a non-technical role, yeah, you just have to understand the high level of the concepts, but you will not really get into the coding, the technical things. That is why I really want, if you're on this call with a non-technical degree, that is my advice for you. Okay. So can you give an example of a non-technical role? Good one. For example, AI translator. That's why I strongly advise you to attend the event coming up on Wednesday 20th, because those are the things we'll focus on. Yeah. What are the non-technical and technical roles that focus on those ones and you get the job? If I tell you there are some technical guys on the call right now that if I tell them that's what they are doing, might not even land them a job, they might get mad, okay? Because things are changing. You feel like what they're teaching you at school, that's what they need in the job market. But the job market is moving very, very fast. Take note, the university program cannot match up with what the job market is needing, because the job market is changing very, very fast. You don't expect a lecturer to keep changing their course notes very, very fast. You can agree with me that there were some lecturers that had course notes that were 10 years old. So how do you expect that lecturer that is teaching you something like 10 years old to be valid in something that is in 2024? So that is why you need to talk to someone that is an industry professional. Okay. Any more questions, guys? We are very soon. We are ending the call. More questions?
Okay, so you must not write, you must not type. You could just open your mic and ask your question if that's faster for you.
Okay, and again, so at the end of this call, please put your eye on your email or on the WhatsApp group if you're there. We're going to request if you need to download the E2PE framework. I mentioned it's free. I'm not charging anything. Okay, that is, I've taken my precious time to write that document, and it is free for you because I want you guys to get into the field of AI and data analytics. As I mentioned, if you think you can implement on your own, fine and good, go ahead and implement. If you need help, that is where you come to us now to help you in order to, in 3 to 4 months, hopefully you can land a job in the field of AI and data analytics.
So
I don't need to, yeah.
Yeah, I have a question.
Yes, David.
Thank you people so much for this presentation. At least I've learned a lot of new things today, and I've discovered a lot more. I want to ask about this training. So let's say I decide to take the whole package. Is it going to take the whole package? Is it within 2 to 3 months, or just let's say I decide to take just some few?
So what? Yeah. So if well, let me answer. So what we usually do is we really try to speak to you first before you start. Try to know what are your expectations or what you really need, right? That's the career coaching. So from the career coaching, if we see that you need this skill or this course together to be better, we propose these courses to you, then you decide if you want them. So I hope I've answered you.
Okay, maybe I know he's asking the question. It's David, and I know David, I know you personally.
Yeah.
We have already spoken, right?
Sure.
And you're already making good progress on LinkedIn. I see you posting your skills that you're learning. Okay. So
Yeah.
for example, when you come, it's not like we're just going to give you the full package. I'll look at what you have been learning already. If I see you're already good with Python, then we don't need to do Python anymore. So maybe you can already skip that skill development phase and you start doing work integrated learning, where you and I plus the other guys will focus on doing projects together.
Indeed.
And also, I've seen your LinkedIn profile, it is not up to standard. So we'll focus on making sure that your LinkedIn profile looks professional. Sorry, I'm telling you, but don't feel bad.
No, I understand. Don't worry.
Yeah.
All right.
It's just an assignment. Maybe at the end of this call, if you guys are on LinkedIn, take some time, look at my LinkedIn profile. See the way I interact on LinkedIn. David, I don't know you, but when you post something, the way I comment on LinkedIn, somehow you know, okay, someone is going to give. I'm sounding like a professional in the field. I don't just come and say congratulations like any other person. I give you tips, I give you help. That is the position I want you guys to stand. When you take that position, recruiters are seeing, when they come to my profile, they know I'm someone that, okay, it's not me just coming to look for jobs. I provide value to this platform.
Yeah, okay. It takes me to my last question. So how is like the learning schedule how is the learning schedule like? Is it once a week, twice a week, weekends, the evenings?
Okay, good question. I also mentioned that we try to be flexible. Okay, so based on the students we receive, we try to come up with a schedule that fits both the instructor and also the students, right? But we'll try to spread. Some people will prefer weekends, some people will prefer within the week. So you probably get some trainings during within the week and also weekends. But all lessons are recorded. So even if you miss a lesson, you can come back and watch. And you have questions, you have the platform where you can ask your questions directly to me or to Saul or to Victor or to Nikita or to anyone that's teaching you the course.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
So another person just Gwendolyn asked again if we are going to send the links for registration for the upcoming event via emails, and my response is yes. We're going to send it via emails again to remind you to register. And Ivo, I can't remember. Did you put a deadline for registration for the next event to gain the bonus?
Yeah, the bonus piece, it ends tonight.
All right.
The bonus for the event for Wednesday ends tonight. If
Perfect.
you don't register, then you have to come and pay us the 99 euros for your career coaching. So make sure you register for that event tonight. So we're going to send out the email or the link, or maybe in that they can already just register. Make sure we can put it now. They can click on it.
Yeah, it's already in the chat on Teams, but I'll just simply copy now and paste in WhatsApp, right? So that those who are not on Teams can get it.
Okay, yeah, so if I've understood very well, registering for this event for 50 euros, apart from attending the event, I'm going to have a free career coaching after the event, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, again, David, I know you're right. So remember, you were supposed to pay 99 euros. Now it's an opportunity for you for the discount to 50 euros.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. So the discount ends tonight. Very, very important. Okay. I think we can close.